everybody, and welcome to our special 2-year anniversary announcement.
2-ish years?
2-ish years, 100-ish episodes of the Backlot 605 podcast. We are going to be celebrating it a little bit here tonight. We're just going to give you a quick little broadcast here live on Facebook and on our YouTube page as well. So if y'all are checking us out live, thank you for checking it out. And if you're checking it out on the replay, thank you for checking it out there too. I think Brian's new house is haunted.
Yeah, since I'm hearing things, I'm afraid things are going to fall over and whatnot.
I
would love to live in a house like this.
Someone is going to start like tinging on your piano right behind you and interrupt our broadcast.
That would be okay with that, actually.
That would be creepy because it's a green screen.
What? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I really do live in a house this big.
Brian, we are here today giving our, like you said, 2-year anniversary-ish. Our 2-year anniversary is coming up here. We officially launched our first episode on November 10th of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, we were just a couple lowly schmucks in a basement talking about Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, and we're still two schmucks. We're just slightly upgraded since then.
Yeah, we have. And if you're watching this is our new hangout online. I hope you all like it. We're very excited about having this new little tool at our disposal here.
I want to know how you feel about the fact that we started off with Bohemian Rhapsody.
See, I wish we started on something better, but that was the big movie of the week, and I think
that was.
We've kept our we've kept it the same as we've gone on throughout these 2 years. The more we change, the more we stay the same, because we were from the launch. We were always about like having the most current movie be like the main launching point for us and our discussions. It's still the same now, except there's no, there wasn't a pandemic then, and movies were still in theaters.
When we started this, we're like, we're going to have to work through a pandemic in the process.
Oh, how I would love to have Bohemian Rhapsody be the new movie in theaters again. Much simpler times.
Yeah, a little bit.
But in those 2 years, I'm going to give off some statistics that I looked up today, and I like these statistics. They're fun to look at and
they're good little numbers.
Yeah, and how far we've come in the last 2 years. So we've had 99 Backlot 605 episodes, so 99 podcasts of our main show. We're nearing 100.
I think on all of them, but one, maybe two.
I think you're on. You're all but two. I did one by myself, and I believe Blake stepped in for one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I mean, that doesn't. Both of us, we've done over 100 podcasts, which is insane to think about, because along with the 99 Backlot 605 main shows, we've done 3 live podcasts.
Yep.
Including at SuperCon, Last Stop, and at Spellbound. So 3 locations, 3 live shows. Very exciting stuff.
And think about those 3 live podcasts have all been within the last year, because the first one was at SuperCon last year.
Yeah, a year ago. Those are 3 within a year, heading towards our 4th here this upcoming weekend. Along with that, though, our 4th one will be a killer countdown, the final one. We've had 29 killer countdowns so far.
The final countdown?
And I hope people pick up on the pun I've been sharing on our social media. That's the point I'm making when I put final killer countdown. We should have made a parody of that song or something.
Can you sing?
I can't sing. No.
Yeah, neither can I.
I can barely podcast. We've had 21 interviews along with that. We've had some fantastic guests along the way, and we've interviewed over 20 people for the show, which is a lot more than I thought we were going to have. And when we started this, I thought we would get lucky and maybe have one interview a year. But no, we've had over 20 guests to do interviews. But along with that,
I was going to say, and to think it was the first and the last one have both been South Dakota locals.
That's right. We have been bookended in our last 2 years with South Dakota locals. That's exciting. With South Dakota shot movies too. That's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, both of those are South Dakota movies. Hey, look at that. I'm on par right now.
Yeah. Here's the number I was surprised by looking up. We have had 127 movie reviews on our website.
I picture you going to the website going 1, 2, 3, 4.
5. Oh my God, we reviewed Benchwarmers too. Who did that?
Yeah, you did.
I know. But along with that, though, we've had 127 reviews, which is insane. Yeah, that's some of the big statistics I came across. But for people watching and listening, thank you.
Thank
we
you.
just we just want to give a big thank you to anyone and everyone who has ever listened to our show, has liked our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter, has dropped a comment, let us know how wrong we are about some hot takes on the show, or if you've ever read a review of ours online. We just want to say thank you.
Very much so.
Along this way, though, this is another crazy thing that we've had.
You like to use the word crazy a lot.
It's crazy. It's a crazy show.
You should be a car salesman.
I should.
One of those guys who got crazy deals.
Slaps the hood of the car. I can see you in this because you're crazy, and this is a crazy good deal. Mm-hmm. Here's a crazy thing I came across, or I thought of, because, like I said at the top, it's been us two schmucks are the ones that started this, and now we have 8 schmucks along with us in this crazy journey. So to those 8 schmucks, including Blake, Derek, Jameson, Sam, Andy, and Ethan, thank you guys for being a part of our strange little movie family, and thank you for joining us on this crazy little journey that we're on. It's crazy. Crazy. As we all share our love for film, we bust each other's guts, and then we just have a good time, and we give each other a lot of crap, but I think it's all from the heart. I know it's all from the heart. Even today, we were talking about some of the movie news of the day, and we bickered and bantered, but we still all love each other in the end. So
yeah, you and your hot takes. Let's not forget those that helped us pave the way along that too.
Yeah, we have. We would be remiss to not mention a couple more names of some of the schmucks that were around from pretty much the start, including Samantha, Joe, and Chris. Thank you guys so much for helping us in the early stages of us crawling to try to figure out what the hell we were doing. So
sometimes I wonder if we still do, if we know what the hell we're doing.
That's why we have more people along the way, because we don't know what we're doing. But we're glad to have a team of schmucks with us to help us, prop us up, keep us afloat, and keep us going, keep us doing what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So another thing, we definitely have to give a big thank you to anyone that has been a guest or we have interviewed on the show, and I mean, every guest and every person that we've interviewed has taken time out of their day, taken time from their families and everything else they have going on, just to sit around for an hour and talk movies with us.
Yeah, so we're talking local people here in town. We're talking people from LA, stuff like that.
Talking people from overseas we've had on the show.
That's right. We've even had Australia on the phone.
That's right. And again, they didn't have to do any of this, but they did it out of their love for film, and that's why we do it. So for that, we are truly eternally grateful, to throw out a Toy Story reference.
We are totally grateful.
We sound very sentimental in this, and I think it's because we should get to the announcement part of this, and it is with us nearing our 100th episode of the main show next week, and we are nearing our 2-year anniversary next month. We do have a very exciting announcement.
Yes,
we are taking a little bit of a deviation from what has usually been done on the Backlat 605 show. We are actually going to be retiring from the movie podcast game. We are instead starting a golf podcast called Back 9 605. Get it? Golf Back 9. And yeah, that'll be our new show going forward. We will never talk about movies ever again, only golf. We may talk about
anybody who knows us, anybody realizes that we are not the guys to talk about golf.
We'll talk about golf movies, but hell no, we're not talking about golf. Yeah, that's we're not doing that. Come on. We are still going to be doing this because we love movies more than anything else in the world. So.
And we can't play golf.
No. Well, I can.
Okay, I cannot. I cannot.
Not very good, but I can. I can whack some balls.
We're talking about golf, right?
Sure. Let's move forward into our announcements, because the first thing we have to do, when we kind of mentioned this as we were talking about some of the statistics, first up, as many of you know, we are saying goodbye to the Killer Countdown this Sunday with our final episode at SuperConline.
SuperCon.
I have to say it like Tony Schimmel. Like that's the only way you can say SuperCon anywhere. SuperConline. I
kind of wish we had Charlie right now in a little like pre-recorded bubble that we could pop up really quick and have him doing that.
That would be pretty funny. I bet he can totally do a Tony Schimmel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we are not saying goodbye to horror completely, though.
Dude, if you said goodbye to horror, I think I would have to come to your house and take you to the hospital, because you'd be probably like non-responsive, and we'd have to nurse you back to health.
I'd be playing golf on a golf course, and that's just not me anymore.
Then you'd be Alice Cooper.
I would Alice Cooper, horror, and it all goes together.
Yeah.
But we are happy to announce that starting this October, we will be launching Slashlot 605, which will be on its own podcast feed. So Slashlot 605, this will be a once a month show hosted by myself, Blake Ginnathan, and Sam Lenz. We are taking a break from doing the Killer Countdown style where we had to bicker and argue about horror movies. Instead, we're going to share our love for it. Because right now, 2020, we all need just to share some love, even if it's talking about horror movies. So
all we need is a little love.
All you need is a little love. And we're going to be doing that, talking about some of our favorite horror topics, play some horror games, and give our recommendations to some of the best of the genre. One other thing that we'll be working on with that and the main show as well, and some special little things along with us doing live videos like this, is we're going to be doing monthly horror watch-alongs, which I'm very excited to do. And this is something me and Brian have also been working on to do more of on the backlot side, which is harder to do because then you got to get rights for these movies. So we are working on that, and we're working on getting local people on to watch their movies along with us. So yeah, that is something that we are definitely working on in the future. But the first episode of Slashlot 605 launches October 30th. Each subsequent episode will be released on the final Friday of each month. Get it? Final Friday, because that's the title of a Friday the 13th movie.
Sounds like something should be an Ice Cube movie, but beside that, and I enjoy the fact that this is, you're basically going, hey, it's Halloween Eve. Let's throw out some horror into the mix.
Yes. So that'll be the first episode right before Halloween, but we are in spooky season already. And yeah, we're going to keep spooking along, I guess, for the next month. I don't know where I was going with that. Let's move on.
That was a horrible joke.
Let's move on. This is the reason we are here. It is not for a golf podcast. It is not necessarily for the horror podcast. It is for something we are very excited about doing. Brian, do you want to make this announcement?
I can point to different directions if that's what you need. Go like this, go like that, go here.
I need your left arm straight up.
Right there.
You see it up there and on the Facebooks and YouTubes.
I can't quite grab it.
He can't quite reach it, but it is a Patreon logo. Why? Because we are going to be launching a Patreon. Wow, 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 wow. We need sound effects for this show going forward.
Well, get working on that, man.
No, we're not going to have sound effects because we are not going to be like every podcast, even though we are launching a Patreon like every other podcast.
I feel some contradiction here.
No, not at all.
Not
But
at
if you
all.
don't know what Patreon is, it is a subscriber service that helps benefit independent artists such as ourselves. I don't like calling us artists because we are fartists. That's not what we're just.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's all we are. We're just a couple schmucks, but we do want to keep doing more with backlots, and this is one way we can keep doing that. So we have launched a 3-tiered program with each tier getting a unique perk, and I will pull that up here so you guys can see what these perks will look like. And so as you can see, there it is. It's up. It's live right now. It's up. It's live. So there it is. Patreon.com/backlot605. So let's remove that. I will go to the website here. This is our membership levels here that we have. We have a $3, a $1, a $3, and a $5 tier here. So first up, the $1. We went full Keanu for this. It is the Keanu Sans, and we're a movie podcast, so we have to go Keanu on it. We're starting up.
Why would you not go Keanu on it?
It would feel wrong.
Like, what would be better than going Keanu on this thing?
The only other one I could think of is Nick Cage, but I like Keanu more.
No, because Nick Cage just looks the same in everything, so everything would just be the same image.
That is true. But the first one we have here is the Ted Theodore Logan, which is our $1 a month Patreon tier. Basically, what you get with this is our ever-loving love and devotion. You'll receive access to our Patreon exclusive posts. We plan on posting some of the movies that we've watched recently. Giving you a peek behind the curtains of what we've been watching outside of the main show. And you'll also get a shout out on the main podcast each and every week. So even if you can throw us a fancy George Washington every month, we'll give you a big shout out on the show.
Might become on a long list.
I hope so. I mean, I would love
with that.
I would love to spend 30 minutes reading off names. The next one that we have, we're evolving into the next Keanu, which is Neo from the Matrix. $3
Neo.
With this, you will be the chosen one. We're not going to give you a red or a blue pill. It's just $3. Basically, what you get with this, you'll get a peek fully behind the scenes. We're going to give you a weekly behind the scenes content, whether that be a vlog or even unused audio from the podcast recordings from that week. We like to bicker and banter before the show and after the show. So we'll give you a little sneak peek of those every week, or we'll give you a nice vlog of what we have going on. Like if we have events, like for example, this first one we'll probably do some talk of what we're doing in our next month series with the Clive Barker series. We'll definitely have some bicker and banter on that. But along with it, that's not the only thing you're going to be getting with this. This next one I'm very, very excited about because you will get Patreon-only voting power. What does that mean? I'll tell you what that means. Basically, if it comes to we come up with a mini series or 2 or 3, we are going to let you guys vote on that. And so, for example, for the month of December, as it stands right now, we are looking at doing either Eddie Murphy or Denis Villeneuve miniseries. And we're not going to decide it because, you know what? Well, we could do either. We're going to let you guys, the listeners, decide that with this $3 tier. But along with that, once we do decide the topic, we're going to let you guys vote on which movies we're going to be talking about on the main show.
This could get fun. This
could get very fun, and I'm terrified. What if someone votes Norbit?
Be cool. We're going to have so many hot takes from you alone.
Norbit? Is it Norbert? Norbit.
Norbit.
I don't care. Don't vote for it.
Option 1, Norbit. Option 2, Norbit. Option 3, Norbit. There you go.
Yeah, Norbit and Haunted Mansion will win. Woof. But yeah, that's what you get with the $3 tier, the Neo tier. Last up here, we have the $5. You are fully evolved into John Wick.
You are the one that the boogeyman fears.
You are the Baba Yaga. And so, along with this, you will get everything that is included in the $3 and the $1 tier. Same with the $3 here, you get everything included in the $1 tier. So basically, if you sign up, each level moves you up, but you still get everything beforehand. But with the $5 tier, like I said, you get the voting power, you get the behind the scenes, you get the shout out on the show. But $5 a month also gets you a bonus episode of the Backlot 605 main show. So each and every month we're doing these mini series, including we've done the baseball mini series, the fantasy film series. Next month we are doing Clive Barker, and
next month, this month, it's already October.
Well, it is October. Oh my gosh! We are doing Clive Barker month. Brian, I know, is very excited about that.
I figured I might as well just let it lie, because you were going to be doing Clive Barker whether it was with me or without me.
We'll have a good time until we get to this $5 tier here, because our Patreon exclusive episode that we will be doing for our very first episode of this Patreon only bonus episode will be on Rawhead Rex. So that'll be our first one in our $5 tier. Basically, it'll be a 30-minute episode. It's basically the second half of our main show, us discussing the movie and probably making fun of bad movies a lot with these.
Yeah, I'm fearful of that one already.
I am too. And I picked it.
Not doing the episode, but that film specifically.
Yeah, that is a terrifying film.
And yes, that is all your fault.
That is where Sleepaway Camp would have landed if we had Patreon then. I will just put it that way. But yeah, once again, this is our Patreon account. So yes, go check us out, patreon.com/backlot605. And again, the reason we're doing this, we want your money. Give us your money. No, it's so that we can keep doing new and exciting things with Backlot. There is cost to doing a podcast, believe it or not, and this is it's going right back into the podcast. So it's so we can continue to do live shows, we can continue to promote the brand, the movie sphere of South Dakota. Brian's ghost is now knocking at the door. It's to keep the ghost. We need to hire Ghostbusters for Brian. That's what this is for.
I would like to point out something really quick here, since we have this new fancy technology now. Logan's only going to be voting for Norbit.
Yeah, I see that. I don't like it. I'm not addressing it, Logan. Yeah. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to this. Brian, do you have any other things you want to say about what we're doing as we enter year 3 and post 100 episodes?
Enjoy all the stuff that we do. Enjoy it and add to the conversation. We'd love to be able to hear from anybody who loves to talk about movies. I mean, that's what we're about. It's a wonderful art form. And it's probably one of the few art forms that I can actually somewhat discuss with intelligence, that I don't feel like, So, definitely joining the conversation, whether it be on social media, whether it be on our Facebook group, all of that. We definitely want to encourage more people even getting on the episodes to, talk about their favorite movies.
Absolutely. Yeah. We are always looking for more guests. And one thing we are going to be definitely trying to do as we continue our series each month is getting a guest on each episode. So definitely if you see that we're doing a mini series coming up and you're like, that is my movie, I need to be on that episode, reach out to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We want to have you on, and please go check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and subscribe to the podcast on everything you see right above Brian. Right above Brian's noggin is where you can subscribe to us, and check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/backlot605. And I'll leave with, be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.
Yeah.